Alright, so I'm going to break down rule programming in the EST fire alarm control panel. If you're new to fire alarm, I'm going to show you how you're going to become an expert by learning how to program fire alarm control panels. And specifically, this program is for the Edward System EST3, or maybe even the EST3X. So we're going to just work on this one guy right here, right? So we have a bunch of things that's going on here. So the first thing is we need to have a qualifier. This qualifier is going to pretty much identify what's going to happen with this particular rule. Now this qualifier is called elevator recall. Whenever this point type goes into alarm, then they want an output action to happen. There's a L star underscore auto underscore elevator underscore star, and then they have apostrophes. So all of that is relevant. The semicolon, all of this is relevant. So this is the programming language, or these are the syntax that have to be inputted into this rule programming in order for this one particular rule to go true. So these asterisk stars are wildcards. So essentially this is telling me that there are more than one. So it could be L1 auto elevator smoke 1 or something like that. We're going to go to the objects and see exactly what this message label is. And you need this semicolon right here to divide the input statement and also the output statement. Now on the output side, they're turning on a relay. It's an elevator recall relay, and they have a semicolon to end the rule equation. And if you don't have a semicolon at the end, it's going to say that you have a syntax error. When you go to try to compile it, you're going to get a rule error. So let me show you what that means. I'm going to erase that, and I'm going to put just a regular colon, and we're going to save that, and then I'm going to close this. And then now we're going to go to rule compile. What compiling is doing is briefly taking ABCs, the characters that we see, the stuff that we write, and turning them into zeros and ones, so that way the computer on the fire alarm side can understand what we need to do. So now look, I got an invalid data between rules on the elevator recall, so it's already giving me a syntax error. So now what I need to do now is go back to that rule, edit that rule, and then keep the semicolon there. Now I save that. Once I save it, I exit out, and then I can compile it. So now we just compiled the rules. It took all of these letters, all of these characters. I want to say it's taking all of these characters and turning it to zeros and ones, and what the computer can understand. So to further understand what this rule is doing, right, we have this auto elevator recall. We have a vague message here with a bunch of stars, wildcards to do more than one thing. So if we X out of here, go into configure objects. Now let's just type in smoke, and you see it says L1 auto 001. So instead of me writing L1 auto